Southwest Supermarket fire in Pheonix happened on March 14, 2001. The fire started at 1700 hours near a dumpster on the outside of the structure. The fire continued to go into openings in the loading dock to the storage area until it hit the main area of the supermarket. The structure is a 27,905 square foot L-shaped building, a part of a strip mall. This incident involved more than 100 personnel and 5 alarms. 4 firefighters were injured, 1 critically injured, and 1 firefighter died. The 40-year-old that passed away was from carbon monoxide poisoning and thermal burns after running out of air and becoming disoriented. There was no sprinkler system installed in the building. This fire led to the result of making sure standard operating procedures are followed and reviewed, a proper size-up and pre-incident plan are conducted, that firefighters know how to manage their air supplies by the size of the structure, and that building owners need to upgrade their structure up to safety standards to improve safety. Yeah.
The Southwest Supermarket fire on March 14, 2001 will result in 1 fatality. Firefighter-paramedic Brett Richmond Tarver died as a result of thermal burns and smoke inhalation after becoming disoriented and running out of oxygen. Based on the timelines provided by the Pheonix Fire Department's final report, firefighter Tarver arrived at approximately 17:01 with engine 14. After arrival, engine 14 was ordered to enter the east side of the building to search for civilians and fire extension. Firefighter Tarver would, at approximately 17:26, call in a mayday, after becoming disoriented and separated from the hose line and his crew while attempting to exit the building. Rescue efforts were initiated immediately, utilizing 2 rapid intervention crews in conjunction with search teams consisting of other firefighters on scene. 1 injured firefighter was removed at approximately 17:29, but due to poor accountability, it was not known that 2 firefighters from engine 14 were unaccounted for. Rescue efforts continued, and firefighter Tarver was extracted at 18:19. This incident's casualties included 1 fatality, firefighter Tarver, and 4 other firefighters who were injured and received treatment for smoke inhalation. Difficulties with removing firefighter Tarver came as a result of limited visibility, heat conditions, obstructions, debris, as well as firefighter Tarver's physical size. A limited supply of oxygen through breathing apparatuses also contributed significantly to the delays.
This plot plan view of the incident scene shows the supermarket as part of a strip mall and denotes tactically significant features of the scene. There are the other business buildings attached to the supermarket, a chain-link fence blocking the south side of the property, and the electrical service drop entering the supermarket from the south side, which had to be mitigated during the incident. A first arriving company trying to perform a full 360-degree size-up would encounter a degree of difficulty in doing so because of these features. This diagram shows the locations of hand lines stretched into the structure to where the major seat of the fire was, and also shows just how cramped with boxes, pallets, food items, etc. the working area was, and how easy it would be for a firefighter to become disoriented should he lose contact with the hand line during an emergency egress, which unfortunately was exactly what happened to firefighter Brett Tarver during this incident. This final diagram shows the location of Tarver when he was found unconscious.
Overall, the fire service has failed to be proactive when it comes to developing safety standards. Sadly, more often than not, we learn the most from tragedy fires. As a result from the Southwest Supermarket fire, NIOSH Firefighter Fatality Investigation and Prevention Program made 11 recommendations. And as far as strategies and tactics, it is important to highlight the following ones. Recommendation number 1. Fire departments should ensure that the department's standard operating procedures, SOPs, are followed and continuous refresher training is provided. Recommendation number 2. Fire departments should ensure that a proper size-up using common terminology is conducted by all firefighters responsible for reporting interior and exterior conditions to the incident commander. Recommendation number 4. Fire departments should ensure that firefighters manage their air supplies as warranted by the size of the structure involved. Recommendation number 5. Fire departments should instruct and train firefighters on initiating emergency traffic, Mayday, Mayday, and on the importance of activating their personal alert safety system, PAS device, when they become lost, disoriented, or trapped. Recommendation number 6. Fire departments should ensure that multiple rapid intervention crews, RIC, are in place when interior attack is being performed in large structures with multiple points of entry. Although these are only recommendations, we as firefighters should treat them as rules, and we should respect these rules from the very top to the very bottom of the chain of command. It is of utmost importance to train and become proficient in the application of these recommendations to prevent any more tragedies and to not become one of the newest case studies.